Hello and welcome to The View from the IMF. James, we spent almost all of the day at the annual meeting of the IIF, the Institute of International Finance, which is running alongside the annual meetings of the IMF and World Bank. Which session did you find more interesting?
Well, this morning, Silvia, I went to the commodities panel where they discussed the outlook for oil prices. There's some, I guess, some negative sentiment around oil prices at the moment. The panel seemed to agree that we can expect to see a further drop in crude oil. In particular, they said that production in the US still hasn't fallen to a point where it will impact the global price. Right. So that's interesting to hear, and obviously bad for a lot of the energy producers around the world. But also, I think that led into the next discussion, which was around emerging markets, and in particular China.
Yes, absolutely. So the big concerns there about outflows from emerging markets, and China was at the top. Everybody agreed at the top of concerns for the whole of the financial markets internationally. And the main key, the main point that I wanted to come across is that, to put across is that everybody is really wishing for more transparency from the authorities in China. And that they were hoping to get a better sense of how to analyze data coming out of the country. So one of the panelists from Barclays said that he thought that most people that were concerned about China also did not know how to take the data coming out of it, and so they were just sitting back and wait to see what was going to happen, which is a bit of a difficult situation. Sure. But we also heard from a very interesting speaker at the IMF, Canada's central bank governor, Stephen Pollard. So
that's right, and he discussed the role of monetary policy being sort of the defense mechanism of last resort, which is quite interesting to hear from him. And
he was really stressing that point, wasn't he?
That's right, yeah, that's right.
So he really wanted to make sure that people knew around the world that really there should be joint responsibility in the first case from borrowers and lenders, and then a strong regulatory supervisory, and then monetary policy.
Exactly. And the last speaker of the day discussed the role of technology. That was the chairman and CEO of BBVA.
Yes.
What did you take away from his discussion?
Yes, it was. I mean, it's interesting to see someone so senior obviously from BBVA, which is a bank, Spanish bank that has a big presence in Latin America, and very long tradition from that bank. So it's good to see that obviously everybody is concerned about how to make money in banking. Returns have gone down, particularly for European-based banks, and so he was talking, as we heard, about artificial intelligence, about biometry, about cryptocurrencies, all technology that can help banks improve profitability. So that was definitely interesting. And then also there was the panel discussion focusing on banks from Latin America, and they were talking about mobile wallets as well, weren't they? Yeah. So all points that are very close to the bankers' readers.
Exactly. It was a very busy day, and one last day to go tomorrow. And of course, coming up next at the IIF today is a panel on digital financial inclusion, which is obviously a very hot topic at this year's conferences. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And that will wrap our program for today, I think, Silvia.
Yes, absolutely. And almost the whole program for the IMF, only a couple of sessions tomorrow morning. But I think it's been a really interesting program. A fantastic lineup of speakers throughout, obviously both the official program of the IMF and World Bank, but also the IIF. So they've definitely kept us busy trying to attend all of these sessions as much as possible. So great event in Lima. I think also the points that most delegates will take away is that Peru is something that kept on being mentioned over and over again in these sessions, that Peru is really open to foreign investors. And it was kind of perhaps also highlighted as a good example of how to behave, if you wish, in Latin America, a country that is often not always orthodox in the way that it deals with international investors. So I think this is a wrap for us, James, from the IMF in Lima. Good as always, traveling with you. And
I'll see you in DC next year.
Yeah, next year in DC.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.